Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the chat. I have no fucking chin. But before we get into anything, chat, what are we feeling? Are we fucking with this? The Parks Project, limited edition, Snoopy fleece. Got my oh shit. New Balance 540s. Y'all would call them beat. I would call them well loved because I'm full of whimsy and wonder. Levi's, loose fit, baggy, belt, fit so hard I could fuck your daddy with it. Anyways, getting into today's, and then of course, coffee mug with Snoopy. Whew, I'm out of breath. Fat bastard. More importantly, today we're going to be getting into, of course, Agamatsu and how he saved Deepwoken. A lot of Agamatsu hate. And I just feel like it's very unfounded. You know, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Let's just look at it this way. So, when Agamatsu first joined the dev team, and he did his like balance update or whatever, bro, people thought that was the second coming of Christ. Like genuinely, the player count went from like 10,000 to like 17,000. People thought we were saved, and we low-key were. That was like 3 pages worth of just balancing. We still feel the good effects of that to this day. It was just, wow. Another big part is that people for the longest time complained that like they only did reworks. Like, oh, Corey and Archmage, they only do reworks. We need a content dev. Well, then you got a content dev, and you hate the damn guy. Is everything Agamatsu drops the best? No. Is some of it, dare I say, dog shit? Kind of. But at least he's making content. And you can't expect a guy to come in. This is his rookie season, okay? This is Agamatsu's rookie season. A lot of these other developers, man, they've been doing this for a decade. Alright, so he's fresh out of college ball. He's coming into the league. Fresh start. This is like Deepwoken's Johnny Manziel. A lot of potential, a lot of hype, and with a good direction, with a good front office, we could really make a franchise player here. We could really make a Deepwoken star. But if you push him too hard, and we don't have the support or the head coach like Archmage and Raguzer that we need, it's gonna fall apart. So we gotta give him grace. We gotta wait, because Agamatsu does a lot for the game. He also gets blamed for a lot. For example, Shrine of Order nerfs. People blame Agamatsu for that, even though there's like probably 20 messages of Dex saying, I'm the one who did it, and I don't care, fuck you. Like, Dex claims that. Dex says, I did it, hell, I want to nerf it worse. People read that, it's like the fucking, is this your wallet? No. That's your ID though, your name is Dex, right? Yeah, that's Dex's wallet. So Dex nerfed Shrine of Order, it's Dex's wallet. No, it's Agamatsu's fault. Like, bro. The dude is doing his best. Now, there are some criticisms that I can low-key get behind. I do believe when Agamatsu was just a content creator, he was a little more approachable. Like, he's so transparent, right? He's like the first dev that like really, obviously being a content creator first, that really talks to the community, gets the community involved. Like, the idea of doing open testing, like having open testing happen in the PvP Illuminant or on the Conquest map, like, bro, that would never happen. If it was any other dev, they would just say, yeah, we're working on a PvP Illuminant, but nobody would know what that looks like. Nobody would have any clue what's happening. He brought in the community to stress test it, to see how people felt, to get an idea of how well it works before they get so far into the development that it's impossible to change. So that's W Eats. That's forward thinking, alright? That's a visionary right there. But other times when you do, and this is more like a content creator gripe, I guess, idea man speaking. Listen to me, game dev. Idea guy is talking. When he was a content creator, it was way easier to have conversations with Agamatsu. He was actually open to having his mind changed or his ideas developed. Sometimes now, though, if you tag him and you say like, hey, I don't think this is a good idea, he'll just send you like a laughing face emoji and tell you, well, you're wrong, go die, LOL. Right? Sometimes, and I think Sheep and Sheepskin brought this up in his video, sometimes now when you talk to Aga and you're like, hey, I don't know if this is a good idea, he says, essentially, you don't fucking know anything, so, lol, don't care, and it's, well, fuck me, I guess, my bad, won't do that again, I'll just say nothing. But in the grand scheme of things, W eats, because now we have a content dev. We have a dedicated content dev who only works on Deepwoken, which is Agamatsu. Do you know how long people have begged for that? Do you know how long Agamatsu begged for that? And now we have it. Now we have it. It's him. It's him. It's here. So we just gotta wait a bit. Relax. I also know people send around that message of Aga saying, like, we don't care if we lose 1,000 or 2,000 players. That reads wrong. I'm gonna get in the booth with him. We're gonna do some PR training. But also, like, everybody hates the game. That's not even being facetious. Most people hate the game. And the only people still playing either are making money or they're fucking crack addicts. Like, they're addicted to Deepwoken. It's coursing through their veins. They're not getting off no matter what you do. So it's at the point where everybody who is gonna leave already left. And when the player count is this low and people are so dissatisfied, they're not gonna get any more dissatisfied. So yeah, when you focus on the long-term repair and growth of the game, it just makes more sense. Why would you like, oh fuck, let's lock in right now on people feeling like there's no content. Let's just like shoot out slop updates. No. Because most people are already gone. And like I said, the people here, there could be no weekly update. The weekly update could be an in-game announcement that just says, go fuck yourself. And they'd still play the game. So focusing on large, transformative future content makes way more sense. Because then a lot of those people who quit are going to come back to a game, theoretically, which is far more optimized, far less buggy. It has a lot of endgame content and a lot of short-form content, I should say. I'm hoping there's a lot of content that changes the way you play the game, like divergences and Valve Iron, talent evolution, mantra evolution, bell evolution, things like that. Things like Shrine that fundamentally change how you make builds, because that's what really adds replayability. Something like Verse 2 is successful not because you got to explore. The people who say that are smoking dick. They're lying to your face. That's the most outrageous shit ever. Because even 3 months after Verse 2 came out, people said the game was dead. The player count fell off back to Verse 1 levels. Because you do Etheron or Chaser, what was there to explore, bro? It was all of it was explored in maybe a week, 2 weeks. So it wasn't the exploration, it was the shrines, knowledge, because it changed the way you do everything. If we can get another content feature like that, which I think is talent, mantra, and bell evolution, or divergencies, obtainable races, that's what's gonna make the game pop off and be fun. Not another dungeon. You're gonna get bored of it within 2 weeks. It's Roblox. Okay, there are built-in limitations. It cannot be a dungeon crawler that's fully optimized map, fully optimized route, fully optimized monsters, fully randomized fights. It will not exist. We have to be realistic, and we have to look at past data. I know a lot of the community is getting older. I know a lot of you are going to go to college, or this is your first semester of college. You're going to learn how to analyze data. If you're a business major, you're going to learn how to extrapolate and create a business plan, using that data. And the data says that when they added shit that built into shrines, like Shrine of Order build, Shrine of Chance, all of that, and when they added a lot of toys on top of it, like weapons and mantras and oaths, people played. Almost the entire community joined when that's what they were doing. And yeah, it did get burnt out. It did get stale. Just because, and people forget this, Verse 2 came out in December 2021. I know it feels like yesterday. We're gonna be going on 4 years. So it's not that the content was bad. It's not that that formula didn't work. It just genuinely reached its life cycle. It burnt out like a fucking supernova. It exploded. There was nothing else to do with it. Now we need the next layer, the layer 3. Oh, tie it all together. But yeah, like, sub, comment, do something so I can buy more trinkets and more. Oh, speaking of trinkets, went to Oktoberfest over the weekend, last weekend. Piss drunk, you would not believe it. I was barking at bitches in the street. There's a video of it. Not gonna give it to you because it's embarrassing. But got my hat there. It's a fuck. What is that? What is that breed of dog? Wiener dog hat. Mwah. Great time. Got me super sick. Probably because I ate a shit ton of fried food and drank a shit ton of beer and was surrounded by a fuck ton of people while COVID's going around. So that's why I'm sick. Could be COVID, who knows? I'm not dead yet. But have a great day.